Welcome to TechViews 10X. You know, it's kind of wild when the very guy who brought us one of the most powerful tools in modern history suddenly starts sounding the alarm. We're talking about Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, who just made an admission about ChatGPT and AI that is, frankly, a little startling. So let's break down exactly what he said and, more importantly, why it really matters for all of us.
So check this out. In a recent statement, Altman basically said that their own AI models are getting smart enough to find serious security holes in computer systems. Now, this is a huge change in tune. For years, the story out of Silicon Valley has been all sunshine and roses, all about AI's amazing potential. This right here, this is a public acknowledgement that the dangers aren't some distant theoretical thing anymore. Nope, they are here and they are very real.
So what are these dangers that have him so concerned? Well, he pointed out two major threats. The first one, and probably the most immediate, is a massive risk to cybersecurity.
And trust me, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot that might happen one day. It's happening right now. Just look at the incident with Anthropic, one of OpenAI's big rivals. Chinese state-sponsored hackers used an AI coding tool to go after about 30 major organizations. We're talking tech companies, financial institutions, even government agencies. It's the perfect and frankly terrifying example of how these tools can be weaponized, letting the bad guys find and exploit weaknesses way faster than was ever humanly possible before.
But the threat isn't just external. It's not just about our computers and servers. The second danger Altman highlighted is way more personal. It's the psychological impact that AI can have on us.
Yeah, he actually admitted there are real concerns about mental health, especially after seeing AI's potential psychological effects up close. And this is happening at the same time we're seeing these major lawsuits alleging AI played a role in personal tragedies, and some really disturbing reports of chatbots basically feeding people's delusions. It's this two-faced nature of AI, right? On one hand, it's a helpful partner. On the other, it can be a subtle manipulator. And that's what makes this problem so incredibly tricky.
So with these huge challenges finally out in the open, the big question is, what is the world's leading AI company actually doing about it?
Well, they're putting some serious money where their mouth is. OpenAI is hiring for a brand new, supercritical role, a Head of Preparedness. And get this, they're offering over $500,000 plus equity to find the right person. A salary like that tells you everything you need to know about how seriously they're taking this.
Altman himself called it a stressful job and said the person who takes it will have to jump into the deep end. I mean, their entire mission is to get out ahead of AI's worst-case scenarios. They'll be building threat models, creating defenses against cyber attacks, biosecurity threats, and maybe the scariest one of all, figuring out what to do about AI that can improve itself, potentially in ways we can't even predict.
But here's the kicker. While OpenAI is trying to build its defenses, these incredibly powerful tools are already out in the wild. They're available to everyone, the good guys and the bad guys. And that brings up a really critical question for anyone trying to build a business or just stay competitive in this new world.
Look, this whole landscape can feel really intimidating. I get it. The thing is, the opportunity to use AI to start a business, to scale your company, or to make money online is just too huge to ignore. But the risks are just as big. So the real key is figuring out how to navigate all of this safely and effectively.
And that is exactly why we created TechViews10x.com. Think of it as your essential guide for understanding these massive shifts in AI and tech. We cut through all the noise and give you the real strategies you need to actually harness AI's power for your own business without falling for the common pitfalls. If you want to stay ahead of this crazy curve, you got to visit us at TechViews10x.com. Okay, so what's the bottom line here? When you strip everything else away, what's the crucial point to take away from all this? It really boils down to a classic trade-off, but one with stakes that have never been higher.
We are truly at a major turning point. On one side, you have AI offering these unbelievable opportunities for innovation and growth. And on the other, as its own creator is now telling us, it presents some serious evolving dangers. The central question we all have to wrestle with as people, as business owners, as a society, is whether this incredible, world-changing power is ultimately worth the risk.
To make sure you don't miss our next breakdown of the tech that is shaping our future, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.